Hi, this is Yelena. Welcome back to my beginner ballet workout. Today we're going to focus on our lower back and also our gluteus maximus. Sometimes we work on very hard on the lines of the Arabesque and these strong cobra stretches that we have for our back, and we end up having back pain. So these series of exercises will help eliminate the pain in your lower back. Let's begin. We're going to start with a warm-up, and then we'll continue into a series of exercises that help relieve lower back pain in addition to helping you stretch and strengthen your lower back, especially for those who are trying to find that Arabesque line, or for those who are really having that very flexible back that are trying to just balance out that part of your body. So we're going to start with our legs apart and our feet together. And our hands are going to be just right below the knees. So your feet might be pretty far forward, not too close to the center part of your body. You're going to start with your back real long and tall, reaching up high through the top of your head. And we're going to contract our spine and pull back so that we can really stretch out our lower and our upper part of our back. Sometimes I like to just kind of move my torso just ever so slightly and my hips just ever so slightly so I can get a little bit of a twist there. And then go ahead and reach up and open up the chest, up to the sky. Now don't arch your back, so we're not doing this, but we're really keeping the core engaged and just opening up the chest instead. And again, release, pull, 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 and reach up, high, opening out. And again, pull, really using my hands and pulling on my knees so that I can really contract and release and contract again and release and contract, release and contract. I'm using my hands to pull myself up and open up my chest. And go ahead and just draw your head forward over the top of your legs, releasing your hips and your back so that we're really expanding and softening and releasing. And then take the same thing a little to the side, pull out, stretch out your neck, and then go ahead and go back forward to the other side, stretch out your neck. Warm-up is very good for you. Every series of exercise should start with a warm-up, especially the upper body. Opening and releasing and opening and lifting up. Take your left arm up to the sky, and we're going to take a deep stretch over to the right. Lifting up and out. Bend over and lift. And again, to the right, up and out, bend over to the left with the right arm and out. And once more time with the left arm to the right and up, drawing those shoulders down, and again, up and out. Let's go on and get onto our hands and knees. Go ahead and take your hands right below your shoulders so that your wrist is right below your shoulder, one straight line. Your fingers are really wide and open, and your knees are right below your hips. We're going to just take a few arches and a contraction of our lower back, just opening that area up and stretching out the spine, drawing the shoulders down and back as you lift your chest up to the sky. Good. Again, just seeing how far you can bend your body first. And then from here, go ahead and find neutral. Neutral's hard. We don't want to tuck our hips under, and we don't want to pull the hips back. So there's a place where just about, right in the middle, where your hips feel that they're a little bit scooped but not tucked. And then drop the shoulders down and back into your lower part of the back, and then go ahead and contract your stomach muscles so that you feel neutrality there, and while lengthening your spine out. Take your right arm out, far, shoulders down. Feel the length of that arm, and then go ahead and lower it. Same thing with the left arm. Go ahead and lengthen and lower. Sometimes it's really great to just focus on the arms and see and feel how you are moving from your shoulder blade, because this applies the same way when we start using our legs, since the upper thigh areas and where your hip is attached to your leg, they work in a very similar way as your arms do in your shoulder blade. So we're gonna do the same thing with our legs now. So you're gonna have to draw your leg back, pull out. So we're not going up, but we're pulling out. And then draw that leg down and switch sides. Again, pulling out, just like your arm. And release. And out. I'm not changing my spine. I'm not arching. I'm not tucking. And release. Again, lift out. And release. We're gonna combine that with opposition with our arms. Left arm, right leg. Out. And release. And left leg, right arm, out. And release. Repeat that. Lift out and release, and out and release. Excellent. Take your right leg back, and we're gonna do little lifts. You're gonna rotate that thigh so that you're in an arabesque line, right? Rather than turned in, but turn it out from your upper hip area, and you want to make sure that the hips still remain square towards or parallel to the floor. And we're just going to take little lifts up and then lower down to the floor. Again, lifting up as high as you can, lowering down. Try to really remain your hips parallel to the floor, core engaged. And 4, down, and 5, down, and 6, down, and 7, and 8. Let's do 2 more. 9, and 10. Good, release. Switch sides. Left leg back. Again, lifting that leg, rotate it out, and lift it up high, and down, and 2, and down, and 3. Don't bend your knee, keep it straight and long, and 4, and 5, and 6. We're halfway there, and 7. Are your hips parallel to the floor? And 8. Is your legs straight? And 9. Keep lengthening your spine. 10. Good. Release. And before we go on to the next series, just go ahead and take a child's pose. So just stretching out that part of our back and that our butt muscles that we just worked so hard. Releasing any tension. Breathing strong. Softening the back. Good. Lengthening back out and up. Back onto our hands and knees. Again, drawing those shoulder blades back down. You want your hips right over those knees. Wrists right underneath your shoulders. We're going to go ahead and take our right leg up to the sky, flexed foot. So you're really trying to find a nice 90-degree angle if you can. You don't want to be rotated out, but you want to be turned in instead. And we're just going to take a few pulses. The hard part about this one, so go ahead and begin, 2, is that you want to keep your core engaged. 5, 10, 15, and 20. Good. Release. And take your left leg. Flexed foot, turned in. Same thing. Keep that core engaged. Don't arch. Hold in and pulse. So I'm pulsing my foot up rather than using my upper thigh to lift the leg. 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 15. 20. Good. Release. And back to a child's pose. Opening the back. If this child pose is ever uncomfortable, you can always open up your legs a little bit more. And that way, it might be a little bit of an easier stretch for your body and your hips. Breathing and melting. And releasing into the floor. Good. Lifting your body up just ever so slightly. I'm going to bring my legs back in. Go ahead and take your left arm through. Take a little bit of a spinal twist. If you want to just stay in child's pose, you can. This is just an optional little twist since we just worked one side of the body and then we're switching to the other side of the body. So this is excellent for you to just kind of release and open up one side of the body. Good. Coming back up. Switch sides. So take the other arm, draw it under, and lower your head. You'll feel a nice stretch alongside of your body here and also in your hips. Good, and lift. And then go ahead and again, child's pose, lengthen. Release. Good, sitting up. Draw the hands just ever so slightly behind you on the floor and just open up your chest to the sky. There's a slight arch in my back just to open up my abdominal muscles. Good, release. Again, arm twist. Twist the hips. Just a little stretch on the side of your body. Same thing other side. Twist. My hips are leaning away from the direction I'm twisting. And release. Excellent. Good work. And go ahead and lay onto our backs. I'm just going to go ahead and hug our knees. Another alternative way to stretch out our lower backs if the child's pose is just a little too much for you. I think this one's excellent. So I hope these exercises really have helped to relieve some stress in your lower back, and continue to come back to them, continue to add more if you wish, more repetitions, less repetitions depending on your day. And as you continue to repeat the exercises, you should see some results in addition to the Arabesque lines that you've been really wanting to work on, and lengthening the legs and our lower back and gaining that flexibility that we all wish. Good, and just press those knees a little bit further in. Release the legs, the arms, just to relax. Breathing in strong and out. Closing your eyes maybe so you get a full pull down of the body. Awesome job today. I hope you had a great time working on your lower back and finding that stretch and strength that you've been needing. I hope you subscribe to this channel, check out my website, and if you ever have any feedback or questions, just go ahead and comment. We'll see you soon for the next series.